Out your damn mind. Gotta go to the right. What the hell is this? Oh, just a safe. I thought it was a mine. Then, like, I've been here before, so I didn't blow up before. And now that I think about it, I think you can disarm mines. You just have to slowly move to them and then press the action button. You can disarm them. Alright, I can buy another Praxis kit. Got one. Now I just have to save up for the other. Sprint faster here. Run silently. Yeah, but do I need that yet? See-through walls. Flash suppressant. Nah, I've pretty much gotten everything I need there. I don't need recoil and stability, really. Speeds up energy recharge or another battery. I'm either thinking a battery. I don't really use Fortify. Radar system, I can get that. Radar might not be too good, or might not be too bad. Level 4 terminals, that's another good one. Cloaking. So, you know what? I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to spend it yet. I'm going to hang on to it. Hang on for a second, not use it, and I'll probably end up using it later on. That way if I'm like sneaking and I figure out I need it, I can spend it right away.
Excuse me, do you know what a limb clinic is?
What's over here? Is my question.
I feel like the only place to work around here.
Alice Garden Pods. Alright, so cool, we'll go in here. I also need to find the merchant. Yeah, where was the merchant in China? I don't remember.
Jensen, I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know, I didn't do anything. Trust me, Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it?
Omega.
Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
Beta. Keep it together. Ooh,
Malik.
pheromones. I can
Jensen,
charm
if you
her.
even think of using that Casey mod on me, I will hit you.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm just concerned, that's all.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my
Spread
best
my
friend, Evelyn.
pheromones.
She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy
Pretty
report,
damning.
the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
You'd never get close
Look,
to
Jensen,
it.
I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
I'm sorry, but there's no time. No, obviously I'm gonna help.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at LIM for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would LIM have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
If you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays LIM does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend
what
had
about her
something to do with her
boyfriend?
death?
Because he was poisoned, right from the start.
Well, we just figured it
Born
out.
into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem is, his family made him untouchable, even to the police.
And Evelyn was okay with all of this?
She always tried to see the good in people, give him the benefit of the doubt. You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
Tell me about Evelyn.
Alright,
She
and
was
what about
beautiful,
Evelyn?
Carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee. It drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
Look where that got him. Alright, return. Details.
This
I don't
autopsy
care about the
report.
reward.
Once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop. But I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
Alright,
Okay, I'll help.
return.
What do you need me to
Accept.
My lead, he works for LIM. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
do? So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Limb Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous. X.
Hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
X.
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, limb details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
And there she goes.
To make things better.
Meet the limb contact, pod 9.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow. Many people believe that you're
Here we go. Rooftop pitfalls claim another. Evelyn Carmichael, a young woman in her early 20s, became one of the latest victims claimed by the deadly Yuzhou rooftops that authorities have been clamoring for stricter safety regulations and zoning permits. Sources close to the victim say Evelyn had been out celebrating with her boyfriend before the incident occurred. A witness whose identity was not released claims she slipped and fell while descending one of the many staircases that connect Yuzhou and Kuaigain rooftops with the Pandeng Street below. Police believe alcohol or drugs may have influenced the fatal accident, but officials claim the tragedy could have been avoided entirely if laws were different. With elections just around the corner, Evelyn's death will no doubt spark a host of new debates and controversy concerning citywide safety regulations. Rooftop-related injuries and deaths have steadily risen in the last 5 years and make up over 60% of all recorded accidental fatalities each year. Pocket Secretary. Fly Girl, the limb contact has agreed to meet you tonight. I don't know how large or small this window of opportunity is or how long it will remain open to us, but it's the only thing we have to go on. Hopefully we can trust him. He holds the biggest piece of this puzzle. I'm sorry I can't be of any more help in this. As much as it pains me to see Lee walk, my hands are tied. If my super found out I was even talking about this, he'd have my badge. I've attached a copy of the police report filed the night of the incident. The original transcript is practically gutted by my IID, as you will no doubt see. The autopsy report should help fill in the blanks. P.S. You owe me a pocket secretary. Right? Case, whatever. 23-year-old Caucasian female DOA from probable fall downstairs. Only witness is boyfriend, Evelyn Carmichael. Severe head trauma, cranial lacerations, internal bleeding and swelling, likely cause of death. Suspects Li Hong. On citation needed at approximately 23:49. Personnel from LHPF responded to a distress call from suspect Li Hong. Upon arrival, they witnessed Evelyn Carmichael. She was dead on the ground. Victim was unresponsive. They pronounced her dead at approximately 12:02 in the morning, military time, you know. Victim was transported. Suspect, wearing a shirt covering what appeared to be the victim's blood, was questioned by responding officer Sergeant Maji, which is, I guess, judging from the email, her friend. Suspect was visibly distressed, claiming victim had been drinking prior to the incident, had fallen. Suspect was tested, confirming suspicion of intoxication. Suspect was then detained and transported for further questioning after EMT unit cleared him for release. Suspect later claimed incident occurred moments before call. Further screening, suspect remaining in custody. Then they released him. So they basically cleared him of all suspicion.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with Hugh Darrow, log on to www.picusweb.com.
There you go. I think it just makes you more resistant to fall, period. Is there anything good in there? Shit, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get caught. I don't want to fuck with them.